Hey team, Kat here. How you doing? I hope you're doing really, really well. I have a question for you. Do you ever feel like your content is not engaging and connecting with the right people? Do you ever feel like there's just that disconnect between the content that you've created and your ideal clients? Maybe you're sending emails and you're not really getting high open rates. You're getting low open rates or low click-through rates on your emails. Maybe you're creating social media posts, but you're not getting people reaching out to you and saying, hey, how can I work with you? Or, hey, can I do a session with you? Maybe you're writing blogs or you're sharing videos, but you're wondering, how do I get more eyeballs on my content? How do I get people to take notice? How do I get people to remember me? How do I get people to pay attention? And once I've got their attention, how do I maintain their attention? And then once I've maintained their attention, how do I inspire them to actually want to take action on my piece of content? Take that next step, whatever that next step is. How do I inspire them to actually do that? Because right now, I'm not really getting a lot of traction from my content. So if you feel like this, you are in the right place. Content that connects with the right people. It has some key elements that I'm going to be sharing with you. There's lots of things that we can do to make our content instantly more magnetic, more attractive to the right people, not to everybody, just to the right people. We only want to match it to the right people. And there's some things that we can do in our content that really bring it to life. So those of you who are on here live, welcome, welcome. It's so great to have you here. I'd love it if you put a hashtag live in the comments right now so that I know that you're here with me. Thank you to those of you who show up every single week. I'm so grateful for you and it's beautiful to have you here with me. And those of you watching the replay, could you just give me a hashtag replay in the comments right now? So if you miss these keys, your content doesn't connect with the right people. But when you apply these keys, you'll find that your content will start to lead to paying clients really quickly, and not just anyone, but those right fit quality clients that you want, even if you're not a great writer and you're not a great speaker. So these things can work even if you're not a pro copywriter or a pro presenter. So in this session, I'm going to give you 3 essential keys. There's more, but I've chosen 3 that I think are really powerful that will really help you out straight away. And this is based on some of the content that I shared in my Client Attraction Mastery event yesterday. It was an amazing event. Just give me a Y for yes in the comments if you were there. If you were there at the event yesterday, I know some of you were there, Trish and Donna, and some of you that come here on the lives every week. And it was an amazing event, and I got some really great feedback. Excuse me. On this section where people said they had some real aha moments. So I wanted to share it with you as well. And if you want the whole client attraction strategy, if you want the whole formula, I'm running another event this Saturday. So it's free, it's online, and I'm going to be sharing the whole strategy on how to sign up clients consistently, how to get fully booked with clients using my 4-step client attraction formula. So if you want to come, or if you want to check it out, it's packed with value, by the way. It's not theory, it's a workshop where I'm helping you. You get lots of help from me, expert support, and also lots of breakout rooms and networking sessions and connection with people, so you can bring it to life and you can get lots of ideas. So just DM me the word invite if you would like to join us, or just pop the word invite in the comments. So the reason why it's so important that we are able to create content that really is compelling is because there's a big difference between content that gets a like and a comment, maybe by a friend or family member, and content that gets noticed, it stands out, it is remembered, and most importantly, it inspires someone to take action. Because if you think about it, if your content isn't inspiring action, your business doesn't change. A lot of people are creating content, but not a lot of people know how to make their content compelling so that inspires action at the end of it. Now, it's not about selling. Please don't sell on social media. Social media is not about post, hey, buy my stuff. Unless you're running a Facebook ad, or unless you've got a certain type of business. But for most of us that are service providers, coaches, experts, service-based entrepreneurs, people want to feel that they trust us, that they get value from what we're sharing before we invite them there. So I always say social media is for being social, building relationships, and selling is off social media. You might sell them something in the DMs. I know a lot of people do it, but for me personally, I share lots of value and I invite them into the next free thing that I can help them with. So unless you know how to inspire action, your business isn't going to grow. It doesn't get you a result in your business. But when you are able to inspire action, you have this essential business skill that can really accelerate your business growth. So if you're taking notes, here are 3 of the most essential keys to creating compelling content. Number 1 is show you relate. Write that down. Show you relate. Show the reader or the viewer that you deeply understand them. You want them thinking, she gets me. She gets me. And the way we do this is by being very specific. So it's not by being general, like, hey, do you want to grow your business? Hey, do you want to become a better leader? It's specific. And what we need to do here, if we really want to grab attention, is we need to connect in with people's problems. Now, a lot of people don't want to do this. They want to talk about the result straight away. But the thing is, and this is proven over and over again, that most people are walking around thinking about their problems. It's just a reality. People are thinking about how to solve their current problems. So I was talking about it in my inner circle group tonight with the ladies, where we were talking about how we need to make the problem specific and urgent. And you want to think, how can I take what I do, the problem and the solution that I provide to people, how can I actually make it more urgent for people? So we were brainstorming with a lady, Sarah, who has a sewing business. Hi, Sarah, if you're here. And we were saying, how do we make it more urgent that someone actually wants to do her sewing course or take her up on learning how to sew? And so we talked about all these negative emotions you feel when you're not creatively fulfilled, and when you're just working all the time and you've got no hobbies, you've got no outlet, you've got nothing you're doing with your hands except scrolling, and just the effect and why this is something that you really need to solve. And you want to drop them into a scenario where they actually can picture themselves in their problem. And suddenly they're thinking, oh my goodness, this person totally understands it because they've walked the journey. So think about the journey that you've walked. Think about the terrain that you've walked through. Maybe you're a weight loss coach and you struggled with your weight, and you traveled and you tried all these different things, and then you cracked it. And now you're helping other people. So you want to go back to that version of you before you'd cracked it, before you'd read everything, been to all the courses, watched the videos and applied it and got experience. Before that, go back to that person, because your ideal client is usually you a few years ago. So if you think back, if you're a financial planner, maybe you were bankrupt. So back then you had to figure your way out of it. You had to learn how to manage your money, and you've learned all this awesome knowledge and experience. You put it into your organized knowledge, into your course, your program, and now you are the guide and your client is the hero. So it's always the client that's the hero, and you're guiding them. If you think of all good movies, that's what happens. And I like to describe it when I'm speaking about influence as being the translator or the interpreter of that journey. So when you meet them in their problem, when you grab their attention in their content, you want to be thinking, what's the conversation they're having in their head and in their heart? What's the emotion? And meet them there. Just put a Y for yes in the comments if this is making sense. Is this all making sense? Hopefully you're kind of getting the concept. And so have a think about the journey that you've been on and how you can really go back to that person that you used to be and connect with them there and show that you really relate. Something practical you can do here, if you haven't already, is actually write a list of the problems, the very specific problems that your client has. Have a big list of it, which is going to help you when you go to create your content. And then next to the problem, how can I make that more urgent? That's just kind of like that next level piece. All right, team, are we tracking? Are we good? Just give me an emoji or a thumbs up, or a wifey yes in the comments if we're good. If you're ready. Number 2, build a strong desire. Build a strong desire. So someone has a desire to change. They have a problem and they want a solution. And the desire is already there, but we want to build it. We want to press on it. We want to bring it top of mind. And we actually want to build a bit of feeling in their body, like an actual desire, feeling in their body. We want to move them, because when you can move someone emotionally, you will keep their attention. You will keep their attention, and you want to get them excited for what's possible for them. Like the possibility, you want to show them there's hope. You want to show them there's a bridge between their problem and the solution, and you know the problem intimately, you know the cause of the problem, and you know the solution of the problem. There's a saying in marketing to enter the conversation in their mind, but I love the whole enter the conversation in their heart. I think it was Aaron Orendorff that said that. He's a copywriter, because it really shows that you are able to connect with them at a feeling level. I explain in the event, I go into detail about how our brain processes information. We need to grab attention because the hindbrain, the base part of the brain, is always scanning for, is this a waste of my time? Is this overwhelming? Is this boring? And when it picks up that there's value, it will move to the next stage. And the next stage is the realm of the imagination. And this is where we need to wake up that desire. We need to build it. And we do this by highlighting the gap between where they are and where they want to be. And this builds tension in them. We start to create a desire for them to close the gap. Is this making sense, team? Is this helpful? Type a wifey yes if this is helpful. So I want to make it really clear that we've got to start by connecting with them, showing that we relate, we meet them at their problem, we start creating and building that desire for them to close the gap. I call it highlighting the gap and then showing them how they can close it. So when we start building excitement in someone and when we start moving them emotionally, think about a purchase that you made emotionally, then we need to back it up with logic. That's when we can talk about the experience that we have, the expertise, the stats, the facts, the data, anything that's kind of going to justify that. So every time you create a piece of content, I would encourage you, just think to yourself, how can I add some more emotion? How can I build stronger desire with my words? And sometimes just little tweaks in your words to make it more emotional make all the difference. All right, team, number 3. Number 3 is we need to now shift their perspective. We need to shift their perspective from what they currently believe to what we want them to believe. And this is the power of influence. So let's say you're a gut health coach, a naturopath, and your client believes that they've gone, this is an example I was talking about with my client recently. They think the problem is that, they actually don't realize the problem because their blood test has come back normal. So they believe that their blood test is normal and they're a special case and it kind of can't be fixed. But what you want them to believe is actually it can be fixed. And there's lots of things that we can do that just because it didn't come up in the blood reports, there's lots of things that we can do to make sure that you're eating right for your body type, for example, or understanding certain nutrients that you might be deficient in, for example. So we want them, they believe this, we want them to believe this. If someone consumes your content and they don't see something differently, if they don't shift their perspective, they're not going to take action. There's going to be no change happen because change doesn't happen unless we see something differently. We're either reminded of something or we learn something new. So we need to change a belief. And what I'd recommend is that you think about what sort of silly advice that people are giving to your potential client. Like what's some of the things that other people are saying? So you say, maybe you've been told this. Maybe you've been told that you need to go on this kind of diet. Maybe you're told that you need to fast. Some people are even told this. So you're actually talking about all the other things that they've tried that aren't working. And so if you can write that down and have a bank of ideas, it's going to really help you when it comes to creating your content. And so when you shift their perspective and you talk about the consequences of not changing, that's the thing that makes someone want to take action. When they feel the consequence, the cost of not changing. Oh my goodness, I need this thing. And then maybe you're offering them a free resource, you're offering them a free strategy session with you, you're inviting them to that next masterclass, whatever your next step is. So I hope that's been helpful. It's quite high level. I haven't gone too much into the detail, but hopefully you can take these elements, these keys, and apply them in your business. When you know how to create content that's compelling, it changes everything for your business. Your marketing becomes more enjoyable, it becomes more effective, you start attracting more clients, you start showing up with more conviction and certainty and confidence, and that is going to attract more people to you. And it's going to make you more influential. So it's really powerful. This is just one part of my compelling content method. If you want the entire strategy to do this, I'm sharing the formula at the Client Attraction Mastery event on Saturday. So if you haven't checked it out already, I will send you the link. If you just DM me the word invite, or pop in the comment the word invite, and I'm unpacking this in depth, showing you how to do it, showing you more examples. I'm also sharing how to create a 24/7 marketing machine. So how to set that up behind the scenes so that your technology is doing the heavy lifting for you. If you've got a bit of a manual business and you want to make it more automated, I'm sharing a 4-step funnel, super simple, and we're actually building it out on the day. So you walk away with a plan. I'm going to share with you how to grow your following with the right people, how to use presenting to attract and convert the right people, and so much more. It's a value-packed day, and I would love to see you there. So until we meet again, thanks for being here. Thanks for tuning in. Keep shining, my friend, and I'll see you again soon. Bye for now.